Oh, King and Flaya, oh yeah. And Rusty Needles, squad, take the shots, y'all. Don't run out of ammo, dress me down in camo. I see red like Rambo, you might wanna change the channel. It's a killer on deck, drop a body, light a candle. You call out Rusty Needles, I'ma bring what you can handle. Rusty Needles, giving them tetanus shots. Rusty Needle 81, squad tetanus shot. Rusty Needle, y'all tetanus shot. Rusty Needle 81, Rusty Needle. We put out that fire, but that smoke ain't really clear. You'll get wet like water, make your body disappear. Killing's like a hobby, so nobody I should fear. Get hit with that rocket, it's like your body wasn't there. Rusty Needle, get inside your head, knock you off your game. Hit you with that bullfrog, headshot with the perfect aim. Make your move, I'm aggressive when I need to be. You on board and like a firefighter, we put out the heat. You a vet up in the game, well I'm a vet in real life. I don't pretend, can show you what that battlefield feels like. Tryna up my numbers, make them wonder what I'm doing next. Got the squad in front line, take this shot, causing wreck. That's a shot through the vest, straight precision when I'm hitting. Shoot it till it's out to touch the barrel, need some mittens. Rusty Needle, get inside your skin, take a tetanus shot. He don't know that's cold for my squad just to go and get him dropped. Don't run out of ammo, dress me down in camo. I see red like Rambo, you might wanna change the channel. It's a killer on deck, drop a body, light a candle. You call out Rusty Needles, I'ma bring what you can handle. Rusty Needles, giving them tetanus shots. Rusty Needle 81, squad tetanus shot. Rusty Needle, y'all tetanus shot. Rusty Needle 81, Rusty Needle, y'all. Said it's your boy King and Flaya, y'all. And I'm rocking with Rusty Needles, Rusty Needles 81. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Squad, and as always, yeah, and as always, said I'm out, yeah, said I'm out, yeah, and I'm gone, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, alright, oh yeah, oh King and Flaya, oh yeah, and Rusty Needles, squad, take the shots, y'all. Don't run out of ammo, dress me down in camo. I see red like Rambo, you might wanna change the channel. It's a killer on deck, drop a body, light a candle. You call out Rusty Needles, I'ma bring what you can handle. Rusty Needles, giving them tetanus shots. Rusty Needle 81, squad tetanus shot. Rusty Needle, y'all tetanus shot. Rusty Needle 81, Rusty Needles. We put out that fire, but that smoke ain't really clear. You'll get wet like water, make your body disappear. Killing's like a hobby, so nobody I should fear. Get hit with that rocket, it's like your body wasn't there. Rusty Needle, get inside your head, knock you off your game. Hit you with that bullfrog, headshot with the perfect aim. Make your move, I'm aggressive when I need to be. You on board and like a firefighter, we put out the heat. You a vet up in the game, well I'm a vet in real life. I don't pretend, can show you what that battlefield.
Good morning, everyone. What's up? How's everyone doing? I am back. It is been a bit, a little over a week since the last stream. We were on the cruise. Now I'm back to come hang out. I have a couple of days off before work. Still trying to recover from this vacation. Whew. I tell you what, man, it was a fun time. And now, catching up on sleep the last day or so. As much sleep as you can catch with kids and stuff, but nights have been good. I think I got a full 13 hours, 12 hours, 11 hours of sleep. Now I'm finally up, feel rested. Need to keep drinking some coffee here to get it going again for the day. But it's like 6 o'clock came, and I was like, oh, I'm awake. Let's go make some coffee. I'm feeling good, feeling much better. Just trying to wake up for today, but I feel like this past last day or two, this actual resting and sleeping and catching up. Did I get seasick or COVID while I was gone? No, did not get seasick. As far as I know, I did not get COVID. I felt fine. We wore masks indoors. I mean, I felt like maybe in Puerto Rico I might have got COVID because it had nothing to do with COVID. Just the poverty level down in Dominican Republic is pretty crazy. I mean, I've seen it before, like Mexico and certain other places. You know, you go to the poor part of the town, but this was literally like side streets of Puerto Plata. You know, you'd think it'd be a little bit better because that's where all the cruises are going. But these side streets were like straight up Tijuana. Yeah. I was expecting a donkey show, but no. Like, these streets were like trashed and definitely third world country. But hey, you know, that's them. You go way up to the mountain, some of the shacks, you wouldn't think they had electricity. But if it wasn't for me seeing a fridge in the house, they had all the doors open because obviously no air conditioning. But yeah, it was kind of sad, you know. But at the same time, and that's all they, you know, that's how they live and that's how they're used to. So, you know, they don't know any better than, you know, it might be their thing. But I heard Haiti on the other side, you know, it's the same island, just on the other side of the island, it's a whole different country, just kind of like, you know, Mexico, U.S., Canada kind of thing, but it's all connected on land. But the same thing, one island here, on one side of the island is Haiti, and Haiti is supposed to, the economy and the poverty is like 10 times as bad. And I was like, wow, okay, so if this place is really bad, then I can't even imagine going over to Haiti or what's going on over there. But yeah, it was a fun time. We got to, I mean, parts of the city were, you know, like that, but then, you know, the parts that were the cruise ships got to, they, you know, that's where they get their number one income is from the cruise ships and the tourist stuff. So there was parts that they invested the money back into, and that was like nicer areas. Bahamas, the private island we went to, it was good. I mean, it was owned by the cruise ships, so those were nice. I mean, not too bad. The water was great. We went in the ocean. Pony and I were in there, and the waves were pretty wild. We were near near a reef, so it was kind of, when it was, the water was breaking, it was, you know, slightly different. But it was a fun time. Yeah, we did that, and that thing basically was a long 5-day drink fest from Haiti. Yeah, like I can't even imagine. I think no, I didn't record any video. I should have. Let me see if I got any pictures I can pull up. Nah, I don't think I got any actual pictures of the poor areas, like the main part of the city, but it was cool. Like all the motorcycles there, they don't wear helmets. You don't need a license to drive a motorcycle or to ride a motorcycle. You just need a license there for actual vehicles. So you see everyone running around on mopeds and motorcycles, no helmets, and zipping out of traffic. And we saw like 3 or 4 people on a motorcycle one time, just like stacked up on a taxi. And the only ones wearing a helmet you'd see is the taxi people, but everyone else is like, whoo, and they're all locals. But yeah, it was cool. It was a week long of drinking nonstop. We'd wake up at like, well, the first day, you know, obviously we were up, and then we'd probably get like 3 hours of sleep each night. But there was a night or two that we got like 4 or 5 hours. But yeah, it was just nothing. Wake up, have some, you know, cocktails, Bloody Marys, and then we go on to the next thing. More drinks. By nighttime, we're already drunk and having shots, and And yeah, and then the picture that Pony put on their profile, that was like a straight up. So I ordered a lemon drop. I was like, okay, they put mostly vodka, then the lemon. It was a big thing. And so I drank the whole thing, downed it, and that was my reaction to throwing the orange or whatever after it, or the lemon after it. But then you hear my wife didn't drink, and Pony took like a half a sip of it. He's like, "Oh, too strong," and I was like, "Oh," but I drank the whole thing in one sitting right there. He nursed it a little bit, so he didn't have that reaction. It was pretty strong with vodka though. No, it was a good time though. Good time. Food was great. Best food I've had on any cruise, because the other cruises, it was always like the food's been sitting there for a while and they just kind of served you. It looked fancy when they bring it, on other cruise ships, and then when you get to it, it's like either cold or not cooked properly. But these were all cooked to order kind of thing, and it was like actual restaurants on the land, like you wouldn't even know you were on a cruise ship, which was good. Obviously they had limited menus on each restaurant's. You have but we just ordered like one of everything, and then we'd all just sit around and switch. We'd take a few bites of each plate and just pass it around and try, so that way we can try everything there was, and it was good. Now it's back to reality, recovering. Did not get COVID as far as I know. I mean, I'll find out in a few days. If I were to get COVID, it isn't the cruise ships. Even though cruise ships, were spreading amongst each other on other cruise ships that we went on. But I think the airports are where people are getting COVID if they do. Because that is just so nasty. You go to an airport, there's always people coughing, hacking around. On the way home, I just doubled up my mask. I wore a regular mask, and then I did a little cloth mask after, and yeah, I didn't want to catch COVID. On the cruise, it was so opened up. Like a 2,700 capacity cruise, we only had 470 people. We saw the same people over and over again. It was not that many people. And it was almost like a private yacht, which was kind of cool. And I would totally do it again. And I think, something to plan again for next year. Maybe the Europe one, because they're opening up Europe this year. So that might be the next one I might want to do. And that'd be cool. Definitely suites are the way to go. Yeah, driving would be the better. If it's not that big of a drive or that far of a drive, it's probably worth it. But yeah, I think we should even next year it was kind of a test cruise because it was a new cruise line, and I think it would totally be fun. And if we, especially like even Dystopia, if we like all put together, we all say, hey, let's go on this date this time, and we all book our cruise, and then we just pay monthly. Because as long as your credit's good, you can do the monthly payment on that. They allow you to do that. But it definitely revolves on credit, because no one has the money up front to pay it. A lot of people do, but paying $100 a month is not that big of a deal for most. But yeah, so I'm paying for this cruise still for the next year. But once it gets paid off, or I get a little extra cash, I might pay it off, and then we'll pick a date, and next year if we can all come up with a good time, or at least give everyone a year notice, we can all put it in as a so all you guys have sufficient time to pick vacation days when it comes up to it. And if we know ahead of time that, hey, you know what, we're doing a cruise next February to Bahamas, or next year in Europe, Bahamas might be a little bit better, just because people, if you want to keep the cost low, or unless we're willing to pay the $400 or $500 to fly to Europe, then we can do that. But something along those lines. And then if we can get people to finance, again, that's the part. I don't know people's situations and their credits and stuff like that when it comes to credit reports and that stuff, how, it's all private stuff for a lot of people. But if you can get approval, and just pay $100 a month. I think we could all get together on the same cruise and have our own private party. A couple of people can split rooms and stuff like that, even if make it, $1,000 instead of $2,000, or $1,500 instead of $3,000 if we're going to a longer cruise. So might be something to look into for us as Dystopia. Because let's see. Where will we be sailing? Let's take a look and see. Travel dates. Okay. 2023. Let's go. What would be? Do you have anything planned in March? 23 February next year. It's probably too far out. Now they got some cruises ready for 2023. Okay. So this is what we did already. Dominican Days. And it's a little bit cheaper if you book now. $1,800 instead of the thing. Southeastern Caribbean Islands. That'd be cool. The San Juan, Torta, Port au Prince, Bridgetown, San John. So 7-night cruise. That might not be too bad either. You can do Western Caribbean. The Riviera Maya, Playa del Carmen, Beach Bimini, Miami, Cozumel. So different parts of. So these are different parts of the same general region, just different stops each night. Wouldn't be too bad. And there's a lot of them. Dominican Days. These are all just in March, February, April, March. Let me look and see. But I do want to. Let's go other regions. I wonder if the other regions. All Europe. Anything there's time frames? So not those time frames. Alright, let's look at all Europe. Let's see what's here. Alright, so here's where it's at. May of 2023. 11 nights. Going to Portugal, Spain, Italy, and Greece. So, if you can finance it, it's the way to go. So, $3,400 for 2 people. Or $3,600 for 2 people. You get that financed through their little thing, and you get them about, you can do $177 a month. If you can afford a couple $100 a month, you can get that. Like the cruise we went on, I did was $4,000, but I pay $200 a month, and that was for a suite. So I can imagine if you can do $300 a month, you can get a suite. Let's see. You can go to the Irresistible Med, Barcelona, Ibiza, all that stuff. I don't even know how to say that. You can go to the Greek islands, Suda Bay. But this is the one I want to do. The French Days, Barcelona, Murcia, Cannes, Ibiza, Barcelona. French Days and Ibiza nights. Yep, same one. And this is in May. June would be perfect weather. July. So yeah, so you're looking at probably about $3,000 for 2 people on the high end, and $134 a month. Then only thing you have to pay outside of that is your bar tab that you do. We did. So my bar tab, I did $600, and they gave me $200 with that free. So that was $800 on a bar tab for 5 days. We went through that way too easily, but that was because basically I bought all of Pony's drinks, so you didn't really have to pay any drinks. So the 800 included all of us. Pony was like our little child. We took care of him. He didn't have to worry about it. So three people off an $800 tab. Not too bad. If it was just me and the wife, it'd last a lot longer, and we'd probably be a lot easier. So I think if you and someone else were to go, between two people, $600, $800 tab, you'd be perfect. So you can factor that in and start, put $50 aside a month until. Well, here put it this way: we did 800. You can do 800, but it depends what you get. If you get a suite, you get like tons of alcohol too that come with it. Or if you do 800 just by yourself, you can easily do that. The prices. If you get a regular beer, it's $5. A hard alcohol drink was $10. So think about that. If you do, you'd have to drink 80. If you do $10 drinks, you'd be doing 80 drinks. On a 5-day cruise. So this now we start stretching that to a 7-day cruise. Yeah, that's going to be a lot easy. 800 yourself on 800 yourself on a 5-day cruise for sure. I mean, not for sure. Yeah, 7-day cruise for sure. But if we were to do about 5 nights, you probably would spend a couple hundred, 150 on yourself. But then keep in mind though, since as long as one person in your group has a suite, like I had a suite, so from 5:30 to 7 o'clock at night up at the rooftop, we all had free champagne all night, for 2 hours. So that got us primed for the night. And then when it came to buying drinks, we bought, and then at the same time, coffee was like $5 and here and there and stuff like that, depending on what you got. But everything else, they had regular drip coffee for free, so you don't need the fancy Americano stuff, espresso shots. So it wasn't bad at all. So yeah, I mean, I think so. I think a good estimate, depending on if 800 for yourself, be good, but depends on how many people you're paying for, go with, or things like that. So it's possible. But the nice thing about it is you don't have to pay it all at once. Do the financing, pay a couple $100 a month, and then 6 months from now, put a little bit of money aside for your bar tab, and then before you leave, you call up and you pay the bar tab. You get the bar tab, order it, so that way when you get there, outside of that, you just pay for excursions when you're off the island if you want to do that. If not, so it's not too bad, not impossible. But I think the key, and then if we went with a group of people, and we all take turns, buying a little round here and there, doing something like that, it makes it right. So here is the key to. There's a Mega Rockstar level, which is one level above us. We met some people with Mega Rockstars. They get a unlimited daily bar tab, and I believe they can buy other people drinks. People bought us drinks and they don't care. So as long as the drink is under $25, so meaning you can't buy a bottle of wine with it, or you can buy a glass of wine under 25, or any kind of hard alcohol under 25, but everything else, and you're able to buy other people's drinks too. So that wasn't too bad. So that is where you're at it. The Mega Rockstar was like $12,000 a month, maybe $15,000 if you do a 7 days. That is expensive, but it comes with the alcohol mix up for it. But you get a bunch of other stuff. So now all you need is one person in the group, and you can have a capacity up to 4 people. So you can get 15,000 for the overall cruise. It's like right now this is 3,000 for these, and these are inside cat. If you want the Rockstar level that I had there, it's probably be about 5,000 for the suite, But then you want the Mega Rockstar, which is in step up. It would be about $12,000 for the trip for your room. But that includes the unlimited alcohol. You get unlimited in-room alcohol. All the bottles in the room, they refill it. You just sit in your room and drink. And you got a bar tab. You can go unlimited bar tab out at the bars. It's basically unlimited alcohol. You get other benefits to it, but the alcohol does that. So, and you can pick up to you can, I think, sleep 4 people. So you can have a pull-out bed for another couple if you wanted 2 people to share. I mean, the privacy isn't there in a suite if you have 4 people, but it just all depends what you're doing. If you're in it for the love, then you're probably not good to share the suite. But if you're doing it just to go out and drink, it's a good thing. So let's see. Let's just take a look and see how. Let's look and see 7 nights. Let's go to the French visa. Let's say we're going to France. Choose voyage, 2,400. All right. So here's your different prices. So the insider cab, this is what Pony had, so it'd be 2,408. Keep in mind these are for 2 people, so you would split. If you change it to 1, it's like maybe half the price or something. Or I don't think it gets any cheaper, but let's see. No, just look at it. Let's just assume 2 people because you can always bring a friend and they can split it. So 2,400 for the insider. That's the one Pony had. Then you got the Sea View, a couple $100 more. We go to the Sea Terrace. This is where you get a little bit more view. Now Rockstar, of course, this is where I got mine, and it ends up with little extra perks. So you get about $233 a month. Again, it comes down to how much percentage you want to pay. If you want to do it over 2 years, it could be $233. If you want to do it over 1 year, then it may be like $250. Mega Rockstar. This is the one where you get the alcohol, lots more alcohol included. It's a massive suite. This is the biggest suite they have, $18,000 for that room. I don't know anyone. There's an older couple that got this, and they didn't use any. It comes with a hot tub. You got your own thing, your hot tub, everything. Big ass room, bathroom, your own private hot tub on your own floor. This is all your part of your room. This old couple didn't even use any of this. Anyways, but if I were to do it, it would probably be like the posh suite. That's $650 a month. However, you can have up to 4 people. So if you take that $615 a month, divide that by 4, right? You'd be. That's where it's at. If you're individuals, obviously, if I'm me and my wife, I'm stuck paying for 2 people. So I split that in 2. It's still $300 a month for, which isn't bad. $300 a month, and you're gonna get this big ass suite. So you'd have the bed, you have a decent sized deck as well, and then you'd have this couch, which is a pull out. This couch here is got a pull out bed, and so you could sleep 2 people there. Not bad to split it. If you're splitting it, for sure, because then the alcohol itself makes up for it. Now you can go a little bit cheaper with suite. So 8,000. So if you do about 400 a month, and then with this, if you're going someone else's credit, it doesn't. Not everyone's running your credit. Just one person that's responsible for it, and then you just split it. So with this one, I think you can do, what's the capacity in the? Yeah, this one has a bed too, pull-out bed. But then you go down to. So you can split that. 200 a month would be with another couple or another 2 people. But this one, with this suite here though, you wouldn't really have any privacy for sure, because it's right in the same room. Definitely would need to be the Fab Suite. That wouldn't be too bad. $350. Let's see what that layout is. That might be the next thing we do. If we do that, it might be the way to go. With some friends for sure that we know that we can actually share a room with. So that's not too bad. But yeah, so the unlimited alcohol is where it's at. All that, for sure. So yeah, so I think that's something would be cool if we want to get some people from Dystopia Go and stuff like that. Maybe that might be our next cruise, and we may to the French Riviera. Who knows? And open it up to you guys if you guys wanted to join us, just like Pony did. Let me see. I need to get some Halo going. I don't even have time for really Halo either, because I got the kids going to school. I got to get them ready for school in about 10-15, and then I'll be back to play some more Halo. I've got a text. Where's my text from? Who am I texting? Oh, probably because I'm off of sleep mode. But yeah, so I think that'd be a cool plan for us to do. I just gotta pay off my existing one, and then I'll start booking that one. But if I get this VA thing, instead of, I was gonna pay a trip to Paris with my VA money. I was gonna get, if I take 10 grand and put that, I might maybe instead of that do a cruise. Well, the 10 grand was gonna be for the kids too. This would just be, so maybe I can still pay. I can still just do a monthly payment on it. If that ever goes through, the VA is taking forever.
Strongholds.
All right, let's get in it.
Hold the zones and we score, Spartan.
Enemy team scored.
Active camo inbound. Stronghold Charlie is ours.
Taking fire.
Stronghold Alpha is ours.
Your team scoring.
The enemy has captured Charlie.
Enemy team scored.
Alright, gotta warm up. Warm up time.
Stronghold Bravo is ours.
Watch my back.
I can't get. Gotta get used to the keys. I keep pressing the wrong key to headbutt. It's butt stroke. Alright, after this game, I gotta get the kids ready for school, and then I'll be back to play some more.
Watch my back.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Distract him.
Over there. Hostiles inside.
S7 sniper available. The enemy has captured Alpha.
They totally owned us on this one.
We've captured Charlie. We've captured Alpha.
Your team scoring. Enemy field down. Taking fire. No one gets close to me.
Active camo available.
Spartan down.
Stronghold Charlie lost.
Enemy team scoring.
Dab, dab, dab.
Stronghold Bravo lost. Stronghold Alpha is ours.
It's a fridge.
Targets are over there.
Enemy team nearing victory.
Another one down.
Stronghold Alpha lost.
Defeat.
Okay. Alright, guys. I'll be back in about an hour.